Best file formats for print: the good, the bad, and the ugly. Not all file formats are created equal, especially when it comes to printing. In this short guide, we'll break them down into 3 simple categories: the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good. These are your best bets, reliable, editable, and designed with print in mind. PDF is the most versatile. It's compatible across all devices, supports both raster and vector artwork, and can contain both CMYK and RGB content. That said, please be sure to stick with CMYK when creating a file for print. For best results, your PDF should include 1/8 of an inch bleed and no printer's marks, like registration targets or color bars. Illustrator files or .ai are excellent. They're vector-based, but can also include high-resolution images, as long as those images are embedded or included in a packaged folder. We cover that in our Packaging Files for Print video. Just make sure the resolution is high enough for print. We explain how to check that in our Image Resolution video. Illustrator files are our #1 preferred format to work with. InDesign is a strong option, especially if you're creating multiple versions of the same design. Its Master Pages feature keeps common elements consistent across your layout. Just export a print-ready PDF, package the files, and send everything in a zipped folder. Photoshop files or .psd and layered TIFF files are also solid, especially for image-heavy designs. While they're primarily raster-based, they can include vector text and smart objects. We recommend using non-destructive layer adjustments and supplying your file with layers intact. Just keep in mind, Photoshop doesn't package fonts, so be sure to include them separately. And finally, Illustrator-generated EPS. These files are just as reliable as native Illustrator files. When they're built properly, they're easy to edit and easy to adjust. The bad. These formats can work, but they come with limitations. Photoshop EPS files are raster-based and flatten all layers when saved, which removes the ability to make important adjustments. That limits flexibility during pre-press, especially for things like text edits or overprint tweaks. JPEG and flattened TIFF files are also usable, but they limit editability and can compromise output quality, especially if the resolution isn't high enough or if standard pre-press adjustments can't be made due to those limitations. PNG has the same limitations as other raster formats, with the added caveat that it's intended for digital use. PNGs are RGB by default, though they can support grayscale. If your design is strictly black and white, this won't affect color output, but it's still not an ideal choice. These formats can be acceptable for print, but only if resolution is high enough and you're okay with the limitations. The ugly. These formats aren't made for print, and they almost always cause problems. Microsoft Word, Publisher, and PowerPoint don't embed fonts or images reliably, rarely honor proper sizing or color profiles, and are limited to low-resolution RGB output. They're simply not suited for commercial printing. GIFs and bitmap files are designed for digital screens, not print. Their resolution is too low and color handling is inadequate for any kind of professional output. If you send any of these, chances are we'll have to send them right back. Honorable mention. CorelDRAW is popular in the sign industry but rarely used in commercial print. Supporting it would require another expensive software license for very little benefit. That said, if you've created artwork in CorelDRAW, all is not lost. Just export your design as a PDF with 1/8 of an inch bleed, and you're good to go. In short, we recommend designing in Adobe Illustrator, InDesign, or Photoshop whenever possible. If you're using other software, export a high-quality PDF with proper bleed and no printer's marks. That's the best way to make sure your artwork prints the way you intended. Please check our video library for more helpful tips on creating the perfect coasters for any purpose, whether it's for events, marketing, decor, or something else. Coaster Factory is your premier coaster manufacturer.